God damn, these headphones. Gotta get the water all out of my ear. Right. Fix with my legs. See, as soon as I put that on my ear. Let's see if this is better. Hopefully my music I'm listening to doesn't get caught by this mic. Don't want to get caught.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
I guess until someone's really in the chat room. Monster. Alright, let's do this chisel. So I'm out of arrows. Oh shit, no.
Sabasab. Oh. Oh. I don't even have any arrows. What I need to have equipped is this. Basically this.
thing is fast. Watch yourself.
Press A to deflect the attack with your shield before it lands. And I know.
This thing is fast. Watch yourself.
Bam! Boulder breaker right here, dude. Oh! One more, two more. So I know everything's
Good time.
Oh, fuck. Ba-bam, ba-bam, ba-bam. Second phase. Supercharge.
Watch that light.
What? connect to him. This is the gayest part of this whole game. It's not even because it's hard to do, it's just, it's a cylindrical tube that I'm supposed to run with things that I use. Like, where is he? To play, I'll go up here.
It is my pleasure.
Ah!
Find a way around that thing's shield.
Fucking A. Say night. Yo. Throw that song on. Okay. Come on, champion sound. Sold out on the floor seats. Tripped on like Sunday. I love to see LA.
There is valor in dodging.
Fucking dodge. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Ganon's not even this hard. Fucking, oh my god. I heard that Cali, too. You wanna see something? Bam! Boy. American boy. Take me to New York, I'd love to see LA. Oh, what? Let's try this one more time. If not, I gotta get a few more few more things to eat. And then I'd like to see what's good. Say all the fancy clothes. Loving them shadows. American boy.
This thing is fast. Watch yourself.
Cool down, don't act the fool. Always act the fool. Ow, nothing new.
Well done.
About this Americana drum. Don't tell me he's broke. Woo! With all that rubbish. Boy, an American boy. Someday. Come kick it with you. Bam!
Watch that lightning.
Yeah, this is some PvP piano shit. Alright, this is my song. Better get you with this song. Fuck! Come at me, bro. Have no fear.
Just like that. Oh, cool. Cool.
No, that's totally fair. Let's go, dog. Let's go. Oh yeah, shoot your lightning bolts. Let's go. Let's go.
You did it.
If this is enough to destroy you. Oh yeah, double touch, because, you know... I can't eat this fucking raw frog. Okay, so that's where you're at. Fuck that guy. I knew my jam would do it.
Oh yeah, he's done. So that now I got to now I gotta farm some food real quick to fight Ganon and from the mountains. Oh, I know why it's a little laggy. I gotta turn this off. There we go. There we go. That should help the stream now. Okay.
I knew you wouldn't let us down, Link. Thanks to your valor,
Yeah, I'm on Ganon.
my soul is free, and Noboros is ours once again. Which means that finally, we can complete what we started years ago. We Gerudo have
Oh,
no
actually-
tolerance for unfinished business. I've waited so long for the moment to see you finally rush Hyrule Castle. As well as for the moment when I incinerate Ganon into a pile of ash. Which reminds me, I wanted to give you a little something. Please accept this gift, which has come to be known as Urbosa's Fury. It will no doubt be of use to you.
Shuffling.
Both you and the princess. I know you have suffered much regarding what happened to us champions. But this is how things had to happen. No one need carry blame. So please, make it clear so she understands that. Tell her to shed any worries. And let her know I couldn't be more proud of her. You take good care of the princess. Oh, and also, take good care of Hyrule.
It's taking a minute to load. I know you're speaking French. Let me give 1 second. A little rusty on my French, man. Oh, Spanish. Never mind.
Borw, legend.
Oh no, you're speaking Spanish.
And you, who were named to honor her, you are a legend as well. Isn't that right, Naboris? The bitter essence of defeat from a century ago still sits upon my tongue. But that is now in the past. It was written that Calamity Ganon once adopted the form of a Gerudo. And that will make this victory all the more satisfying. I like that. Now I can take this personally. Once we've established a lock on that thing, it will be up to Link to keep Ganon occupied until the moment we unleash our strike.
It's a before pity me.
That moment is going to be so delicious.
How you doing, Super? Okay.
Link. Link. Thanks to you, all of the divine beasts have returned to us, and the spirits of the champions are free. We will all be awaiting your clash with Ganon at Hyrule Castle.
Oh shit, I'm a Vu. Okay, so inventory. I need to become cross-dressing Link. And now I can enter the female city. I wonder, is Stalker still the best? I mean, honestly, not just because I'm playing it at the moment, but Breath of the Wild, dude. Cause like, I mean, this is without the DLC. Look at how big this is. I mean, I've beaten this almost 100%. On my other save file. But I mean, Ocarina of Time is time changing in game design. But this on an open world, this is Nintendo's first open world, and they did it just right. Like, there's so much stuff I could flab on about, like how the different elemental swords that you carry when you rest them on your back, not when you're holding them, but when you rest them, will change the temperature of your body. So like once I get past this cutscene, I'll show you. Okay, so look it. So this is called the Great Flame Blade. Obviously, if you use it, it shoots fire. But you notice, well, maybe not right here. Let me go to where it's somewhere cold. But since I have it on my back, if I'm more in a mountainous area, that will keep me warm because that's a flame blade. So if I had the Great Frost Blade in the desert, which I am right now, it would cool me down, you know, vice versa. And then I'm not exactly sure what the lightning blade does. It might attract lightning more to you though, but yeah. I mean, and then also when you're naked, when you swim, like if you don't have the Zora gear and you just strip off all your clothing and gear, you can swim faster and it doesn't take up as much as your you see the stamina wheel? Your stamina wheel will go a lot further. But right now what I need to do is I need to go to find the Master Sword. There's just so much to this game, like, and that's why I like it. Like I got all 120 shrines. I did almost, I think there's 76 side quests in this game, or 80. I did about 50, and then I believe 50. It's hard to recall because you can't have multiple saves, but it's just every time you play this through, like this time I'm playing it through, it's totally different. Like things make a little more sense, but I don't know, man. It's just, I mean, I was a huge fan of actually Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword. Those two, Twilight Princess first and foremost would have been what I would consider my Ocarina of Time. But dude, just like, cause watch, since I'm not wearing my fire gear, you see how I'm about to catch on fire, so I gotta switch to flame gear. Now, I should probably take off, you see how that's smoking? If I use that too, that will explode, or catch on fire, but it will burn up. So in this volcanoes area where the Goron live, you have to play differently than where the Zora are. And just that fact alone, I think, makes it a little bit better than Ocarina of Time. Because Ocarina of Time is, I mean, sorry, don't mean to ramble, just to let me know if I'm rambling too much in chat. But Ocarina of Time, there's one way to do it, really. I mean, yeah, I mean, you could do it other ways, but it's not intended, really. But this, you know what I mean? This just like everywhere you go, it forces you to play differently, you know, and especially with this weapon system. I know a lot of people when this first dropped hated the weapon system, and some people loved it. I love it because nothing's more. It's kind of like Fallout. It's like you have to save your weapons. You know what I mean? Because in this, especially in an action and adventure, if you don't have good gear in an action adventure, you're pretty much done. This isn't level based or nothing, you know. So like this sword I'm holding, I gotta remember why I got it, and you know, if it's gonna break, should I use it on this upcoming Bokoblin, or should I run? Or it forces you to, cause like I got all these heavy two-handers, but this is my only quick one, you know. And it's like, well, geez, I don't know. I mean, I could go on and on. I mean, like another thing that was really dope is, say you're in like over here, kind of like where it's not really anything, it's just very middle temperature stuff, you know, it's dried out here, a little puddle of water here. But if you catch the grass on fire and you get a big enough amount of it caught on fire, it creates an updraft, and you basically would do this with that updraft. Now, the reason why I was able to do that was because that's a power from a boss, one of the 4 dungeon bosses. But, you know, but you can naturally do that without even having to go get that boss, you know? So I mean that alone right there, just learning that fact, you know, when you're low level, can help you get past a few obstacles here and there. And then besides that, another thing. Oh, sorry. What'd you say? You can. Oh shit. Ah. Actually, believe it or not, I believe they're about the same. They both, on certain areas, will have very low frame rate, like frame drops, like when it's raining and I'm in a grassy field and there's lightning and a good 5 or 6 enemies trying to render. The frame rates will dip on my Wii U, but it's same thing with the Switch. Because this was initially all programmed for many years ago, because I pre-ordered this 2 years ago when they were taking pre-orders when they thought it was going to come out. I pre-ordered this whole game, right? But this was made for Wii U. You know what I mean? So like, to change all that code around to make it more compatible with the Switch, I think it would have taken more time and more money, instead of just almost keeping the code very similar in structure. I could be wrong. I'm not a professional at programming, but from just what I can see, it wouldn't make sense to do it that way, if that makes any sense. And then also another cool little fact. It's right about when you're on your last little wheel of stamina, you can jump somewhere, but it's twice as far. But I'm gonna fall in the goop. Okay, so look at what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fly to one of these platforms and then use my Rivali's Gale to go up higher. But and another cool thing too that like makes this one stand out. Obviously, it has the advantage of being the newest Zelda, and that's probably another reason why a lot of these things aren't tiresome, you know. But I know all the Zeldas had the fireball eats your fire shield, and you know, this electric shield and wood shield. You know, each shield had its property. Like you couldn't fight a fire choo-choo and Skyward Sword with a wood shield, you know. But this game, since you control where you go, how you go too, and what you pick up, it's not like mandatory to pick up stuff. That system that's already been in all of them, you can really feel that system a lot more too. I mean, sorry man if I'm just rambling, but nah, it's just, I mean, and then that's just the few things that I've picked up. I mean, there's recipes that you can make that I still haven't even made, or you can fight the Lionels. I mean, I know they've added, I think, some masks here and all that, but you know, it's pretty cool. But I really like the survival aspect, like how I was saying, when your stamina wheel is at like just the last little sliver, and you know your guy's gonna let go. You get twice that jump height, or you get twice whatever you're doing kind of with that action for distance. May not be for damage, but for distance. What if Zelda Breath? If it wasn't a launch title, that would have probably, in my opinion, not have been the end of Nintendo, but it would have put them back to where they were with the Wii U and the GameCube, like back in third place still. I don't know how that's going to affect them going forward, but I mean, they had a very weak launch. Very weak. I mean, I remember when the Switch came out, it was basically just called the Zelda machine. I mean, with, you know, the day of, everyone just called it a $300 Zelda machine, because yeah, you had Bomberman R, but if you're not someone who's about 20 years old, you really don't remember Bomberman. I mean, and even if you do remember Bomberman, it wasn't even that mind-blowing of a game. You know, I think they should have honestly waited and made Splatoon 2 their launch, and then had an HD remake of this. This would have gave them half a year to do like a Like, kind of like how Fallout does a year of the edition kind of shit, where it gives you all the DLC. And they should have launched it. Splatoon 2, you know, had your online locked, because they've never even had a decent online service. Like, I can't even tell you how to add me on Miiverse, and I've had a Wii U and a Wii since the beginning of those consoles. I mean, maybe not the Wii, because that was same thing like the Switch, but it's still a year after it came out, you know. And I can't even tell you how to it's a friend code this or that, you know, and then not all their accounts are merged, like if I had a 3DS. But on my PlayStation, I can use my Vita and, you know. But, because, I mean, besides Zelda and Bomberman, you know, they had 1-2 Switch, which everyone, I mean, almost anyone you talk to who has a Switch should say that should have been the Wii Sports, because all this does is just showcase what the console can do. It's not really a game. It's like you can just kind of pick up what the console can kind of do. One second. Tech. It takes me a couple seconds longer because I got to translate in my head. But here we go. Breath of the Wild is. Yeah. I totally agree with you, Tex. There was a lot of people just getting pissed that it had a perfect score on it on many aggregator websites. They thought it was collusion with game reviewers, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of them thought they were being abused. What'd you say, Super? Now, see, if the FF7 remake came out the same day as Breath of the Wild, it would have been totally not different in the sense, because people have been waiting for a good Zelda for years. So obviously you got your diehards, you know, your full-on Zelda tats. But I don't know, man. That FF7 remake though would take a good at least a third of the sales, I'd feel. Because I mean, if I had a choice, I probably would have went with FF7 remake before I got this, just because, you know, FF7's already been established for being a great fun time. And you know, and it's the one that everyone's been wanting to remake for 20 years, or it's pretty much since the day it came out. Okay, so now, whoops, water bottle. The fire's going this way, so I gotta go this way. But I honestly, where's the fire going? This way. I honestly think, yeah, Nintendo needs to just do some. They should have done a remake of Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. I think they should have done HD releases all the way up till this, and then dropped this. Because I mean, they redid, you know, Wind Waker, and then they redid Princess. You know, and it's like, well, dude, just drop Skyward Sword, and the Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask are small enough to put on the same disc nowadays, almost. But and you know, it's just so you know what I'm doing right here. This is the Lost Woods, and what you do is you get a torch and you follow. You see those little embers? Because if you don't follow the way these embers go, it will take you back to the start of the maze. So when you get kind of further, does it want me to go straight? Okay. When you get kind of further in this place, okay, sorry, this way? Keep going this way, alright. Okay, second, what'd you say? Yeah, I feel you until maybe the end of this year. Because after that, I don't know about you, but Xenoblade, or Xeno whatever the next one they're throwing out, Xeno Chronicle 2, Xeno whatevs. Because I played the shit out of both of the ones before. That's a game. Almost a console seller once you play those games. But you have that, and then you do have all the Dragon Quest remakes. I never really got into Dragon Quest on PS2, but I mean, if you remaster them and give me fucking 8 through 10, you know, and Mario Odyssey eventually. But right now, you're right. Just Splatoon 2 and this. You could say ARMS, but then again, ARMS is like, if you're not like competitive and like fighting, period. Like, I mean, if you're not like, that doesn't it, you know what I mean? Because when you play games, you don't really do stuff that's schmet to you, you know what I mean? It's not like everyone's like, oh, you know, I'm kind of in a dungeon, or I'm kind of on a fun journey. Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 though. Yeah, cause I might replay Xenoblade Chronicles X. Just cause, dude, that console on Wii U. Still, I don't know how they made it look that good and that open. See, and that's another thing is, I mean, I really don't have much urge at the moment to get a Switch, you know. But you know. So now, I believe where the Master Sword is now. See, this is the Kokoro Forest where all the Kokoro seeds come from. For the maracas. Okay. Do I have any food? There's got to be a way to talk to the Deku tree. Is it this guy? You could it be hero, here's the mushroom. No. I know there's a dungeon right around here so I can get the fast travel. Yeah, I feel you about how they might remake them only in Japan. Yeah, I totally feel you. Dude, one game that I was really pissed that they didn't bring over from Japan, and because it's not even that you need to know Japanese for this game either, it's been pretty much translated, was Clanad. Fucking loved Clanad Season 1 and 2, especially 2, because it gave you the feely feels. But it was 360, so you know, 360 in Japan exclusive, but if I don't have, you know, whatever you want to call it, is this, yeah, Kakariko Village, you know, if I don't have a fucking Japanese Xbox 360 to play a Japanese 360 exclusive because of the region lock, you know, but Clanad, dude, oh my god. Especially if you like getting invested in characters, that's a good show to watch. But I'd recommend watching the first season unless slice of lives aren't your thing. Shit. Oh, it's just loading. To reinforce the security elements. Yeah, you basically like your system sellers and just protect it a little more. Okay, sorry, I'm getting a little sidetracked. I feel you, dog. Oh, we got a new personage. We need secret mana of collection and Monster Hunter XX. Oh yeah, dude, I totally agree with the secret of mana. I mean, there's just so many old games. It's like, dude, if people have made fan translations from one language to another, why not just buy that mod from that guy or just give him credit? I'm pretty sure putting his name on a few people's name on an old game that's already made make their day and fucking you can make a couple 100,000 more off something you didn't really have to make besides a few boxes. And I mean, yeah, and Monster Hunter, I like Monster Hunter, and it's just no fun if you don't have any homies to really Monster Hunter out with, you know. But dog, I feel the feely feels. I need to buy these carrots. I mean these eggs. I got 12 roops. I want to sell. Yeah. There's I mean, there's a lot of shit they should bring over, but one game that I'm glad that they brought over that I don't have yet is Steins Gate on PS3 or 4. Oh, dude, Steins Gate. Oh my god, dude, that anime. You gotta give it 2 or 3 episodes, but dude, Steins Gate, dude. Oh. Fucking, it will make you, when the last episode happens, it will make you fucking wanna almost cry. Like, even if you say you're a tough guy, that's the same thing with Clanad. If you watch Clanad season 1 and 2, at the end of season 2, you'll be crying. What Rockstar games do you think could be possible for the Switch? For Rockstar, dude? I mean, I don't see why they couldn't release either an HD upgrade of anything from Grand Theft Autos 1 through 3. You know, easily an HD remake, or just put all 3 un-HD on one disc, you know, because if you don't, you know, increase the size of those games, I don't see how they take up a current day gen disc. Besides that, you could throw the original Red Dead on there. I mean, the Nintendo Switch is, in my opinion, probably on par with the 360 or a little better. I mean, that's just saying, because the Wii U with Xenoblade Chronicles X, and I mean, in this game right here, pretty much reminds me of a 360 open world, but just a little bit bigger. So, I mean, I don't see why the first Red Dead could not be just slapped on this bitch, or on a Switch, you know, for the go. And then also you can use some little mechanics where, like, you're riding the horse, you use the HD rumble, or you got HD rumble from horses. You know what I'm saying? What? I just cracked some eggs. I just cracked 4 eggs. Okay, cook. I want to cook. Oh, I can't cook because there's no flame. So I need to put a flame under here. Oh, I can't even cook because it's raining. That's lame. Well, if that's the case, then I need to go here. But there's, I think, what other games has Rockstar made? I mean, just looking at my PS2 stuff, pretty much just every Grand Theft Auto. I mean, you got Grand Theft Auto, then you got Vice City, then Liberty City, San Andreas. I mean, the first Red Dead. I think, though, what would really help the Switch is if they got more in bed with Atlas. Sega owns Atlas. So that would be easier to, you know, associate yourself with, since Nintendo bought out Sega. I believe. I mean, I could be wrong. It might be purchased back by now. But yeah, dude, Atlas games all day, all day. You could drop Rule of Rose, dude, the most expensive PS2 game, on a Switch, and fucking make a lot of people happy. Yeah, you're seeing more and more of time exclusives, and I feel you on that. Because, I mean, that was one of the reasons why I originally looked at Xbox One, was the Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, or Defiant of the Tomb Raider, when Square Enix made the first one. Or, not the first one, but when they, you know, got it again. I was going to get an Xbox One, but then, like, when I went to go in there, they're like, oh, we're dropping it for PS4 now, and it's like, wait, what? That was the first time I had to deal with that, but it makes sense because they, you know, how much money they got to put in these games now. And it's almost like the only thing that will be exclusive, I think, is like this. Is like Nintendo will never go on anything, and they'll be their own, like Apple. And then PS4 is gonna be, if you like Japanese wiiu otaku stuff, go for it all day. That's one of the reasons why I like the PS4's exclusives. Is there's not much of a block. Yeah, and Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts. If that got thrown on there, Kingdom Hearts 3. But yeah, I mean you can do. Even if you couldn't throw Kingdom Hearts 3 on the Switch, let's just say it's too powerful or too big of a file, or the GPU might be too slow to have a decent frame rate. You can give us the old Kingdom Hearts games. I mean, people still buy those all day. I mean, some people pick up PS2s for that reason. I mean, I know they have that remake on PS3, but you give them a portable of one of their favorites. I need... It's not even that. Oh, no, I got 80. I got 80 things. Okay, so now here we go. Yeah. Sorry, there's a few seconds between the chat and what I say. But yeah, I could see how it could be on the Switch, just because it's a very cartoonish style. I don't see that it being heavy, and I'm not sure if it's the polygons that make it hard when it renders something, or if something's, or, I don't know exactly what makes it hard, but the art style doesn't seem like it would be heavy on the system. Kind of like why they went with cel shaded for Wind Waker, or I even think this art style for this game, I mean, doesn't look that, it's detailed enough, but it's not very detailed intense, it looks like. I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to be saying one thing and then someone who knows more be all angry. And and one thing with the Unreal too is, I mean, it's a pretty good physics engine. But isn't it speaking of the Unreal Engine, isn't Unreal Tournament coming out with a new Unreal Tournament, or is that just rumor mill? Yeah, man, I'm pretty sure I almost want to put money. It's either Unreal Tournament or Quake. I'm pretty sure it's more Unreal Tournament that I heard is coming out with the new one. So now that I got more hearts, go back to here. Super Mario RPG 2 or Chrono Trigger 2. Yes, well, I feel you on the Super Mario RPG, but technically, Paper Mario is Mario RPG just without Square Enix involved. Granted, it doesn't have a few of the main characters from RPG. I forget the little doll-looking dude's name, Deku or Naku, the puppet dude. But no, I feel you on that.
Link.
But speaking of Paper Mario, dude, Paper Mario Color Splash on Wii U is definitely an underrated gem. A lot of people said that was the last game, and then they kind of announced this Zelda, and that kind of overshadowed the Color Splash. But Color Splash, oh my god, dude. I fucking love Color Splash.
Who is that?
Gino. There we go. Thanks, man.
Again. Well, well. It's you. You finally decided to return. Better late than never. After 100 years, I'd nearly given up hope on seeing you again. Even my patience has limits, you know. That look on your face tells me that you have no recollection of me, however. I have watched over Hyrule since time immemorial.
The Great Deku.
Referred to me over the ages as the Deku Tree. That is the weapon created by the ancient goddess. The sword that seals the darkness that only the chosen knight can wield
I
against the
think it's
crafty ganon.
12 hearts, I believe, to pull this sword out. And that's why I had to do that. Fall asleep and get the extra hearts.
Wielded that sword 100 years ago. But I must warn you.
What if Rare
take
stayed
extreme caution.
with Nintendo?
The sword stands as a test to
If
anyone
Rare
who would
stayed with
dare
Nintendo?
attempt to possess it. As you all know,
I don't know. I mean,
say
the main problem with Nintendo is still third party. The Wii U was a step in the right direction because
sort of weakens
technically Monolith, Xenoblade, Bayonetta 2, you have, I mean, Zombie U, Tekken Tag Wii U, Monster Hunter, Rodea, Sky Soldier, Tank Tank Tank, Ninja Gaiden 3, Ninja Warrior 3, Shovel Knight, Devil's Third, I love that. But they had some regulations on that, and basically the first Wii did not have any regulations, and it got so much shit that pretty much made it a shitty console in my opinion. Like, there's just too much to even look at on games wise. I mean, there's some great games on there, but for the most part, you know what I mean. The Wii U, very small size, like the GameCube, a lot more regulation, and that's what they needed, was some sort of regulations, because every game, if every game I ever bought, third party or first party from Nintendo, was a banging game, and I never had a problem. You know what I mean? Like, you would be very hard to find that. A second. And what you're saying... yeah. Okay, so let me just hold it, I guess. I forget how many hearts it is. I think I might be cutting it close. Fuck. You would have lost your life if you had not released your grip on the sword. Repair, for I will not stay your hand partway through. So I can't even use those, so... Okay, so basically I need to do some dungeons now. Okay, so I need 4 more dungeons. Yeah. Yeah, the Wii. You know, one game on the original Wii, I'll say that's really good, that not a lot of people like, is... or know about, I shouldn't say like, Pandora's Tower, and then there's also Castle of Shikigami 3. Castle of Shikigami 2 was on PS2, but Castle of Shikigami 3 was on the Wii. And if you just love your vertical shooters, man, that's where it's at. But what do you think about Sonic Mania? Okay, so let me try to remember this shrine. Oh god, if this one... Look to the stars for guidance, and the constellations are the key. I totally forget the pattern of this one. Just gonna skip this one. This one's gonna take a while, I remember. Okay, so now... Okay, so... I did all the shrines, I believe. This one I did not. Yeah, it's a trial power. Yeah, my brother is all in for Sonic Mania. He's a huge Sonic fan. He got the collector's edition, even though that there's gonna be, I believe, no physical copy of Sonic Mania. He's still gonna get like a little statue, and the code card's gonna be like golden and. Let's see. Yeah, I might have to do a few of these dungeons because I need to get out, I think, 1 or 2 more hearts. Then I could pull the Master Sword out, and then getting the Ganon's easy. I mean, but I think once I get ready and prepped, I might, depending on what time is. No, this is Trial of Power, not Trial of Strength. Fucking. One second, Tech. What is Tech saying right now? I did not understand, only there was blood. A little too rusty. Something about only blood. Yeah, that's a... Well, I know there's... I think 1 in here. Well, the better question is... I know there's 2 here. Maybe... Second, it's just all trying to think of a easier dungeon. Because either the frame that most likely what it was 2K signed the contract saying we're very interested and we're not like holding out, but a lot of programmers that I've been reading articles from have said that basically it's not that they don't like the Switch or what the controller can add to the experience. It's just they've already coded it for an Xbox One or a PS4, and the Switch is still, it's a different architecture, you know? It's not as easily to program for, on top of it not being as powerful. So either you do know how to program for it, and, you know, you can do it, but then again, it's not as powerful. So, especially if it's like a game like 2K, like a sports game, where graphics are really where it's at, you know what I mean? Like, you don't just buy the next Madden over, what was it, NBA Jam for a minute, and Madden and NBA Jam went head to head, and then Madden was all, look at the graphics forever, and that became EA. Or I think Madden makes EA, or I know they make NBA Live, and I don't know, but you get what I mean. Oh yeah, because that makes too much sense to bring back an old IP that they have. Like, I think, let me check real quick on my, is it the Capcom Classics, or, no, here we go. On PS2, it's called the Mega Man Anniversary Collection, and all it is 10 Mega Mans, and it's, I think Mega Man 1 through 8, and 2 never before released arcade versions, and, a few of the X's off of Super Nintendo. It's the last time I've ever seen a comp. Oh shit, wrong direction. One second, Tech. Once I land, I'll try to translate real quick in my head. So, second. So what are you saying right here? Ah, I get you. Yeah. To help run it. They keep your full HD off. Yeah, I can see that. On my I just kind of upgraded. It's still not a great PC, but I feel you, dude. I used to be rocking a compact back in Wrath of Lich King on WoW. I pushed that thing to the limit. Freaking everything set to low. Control Alt Delete and kill every possible running thing except for System 32. Ooh, it's getting a little cold. And just so you guys know, I think in an hour or so I have to get off. But later tonight, sometime past 5, I'm gonna be doing the end of Fallout 4. I've been grinding on Fallout 4 for a minute. Yeah, but you see the problem with the SNES Mini is it's gonna be the same problem with the NES Mini. They're gonna purposely not print enough to why is this not shooting fire? Purposely not make enough to keep demand high. But that's always been Nintendo's business model. It's kind of the same thing as Apple. Low prints on most of your stuff, so you know what I mean? A lot of your stuff can't be replicated, I guess. Not replicated, but artificial demand. You know there's a demand and you cut your demand short. You can therefore fucking, you know what I mean? You know, the less of something there is, the more you can ask for it, right? Why are these not burning? There we go. Oh, what's up, Nick? Yeah. You've been missing out. No, it's because I've been streaming a little bit later than something that would be easy for you to see. But yeah, Nick, what's up, dude? It's been a minute. Same mic, it's just I'm actually wearing it on my head this time. Before I would set it on the table just because like I kind of overheat because I live in a desert. So when when you wear full on enclosed earphones, it just makes you sweat. Okay, so there's that one. I believe, yeah, there's a shrine right there that I know of. So 3 more shrines and then I can get the Master Sword. Oh, that dude, Nick, no. There's no need to apologize. If you can see it, you can. I don't even care if it's a few people. It's just, I'd like to have a conversation when I game, you know? Hashtag raid my cactus. Nice cactuses. Oh, whoops. Noise. Nice raid team. What's up? But, yeah, dog. So, I know right here for sure, there is a shrine, and you have to do a shrine quest to get to it. It's a pretty simple one, though. Do you cactus raiders have cactus fruit? Is my phone going off? Oh shit, my phone's going off. Second, guys, gotta turn my mic off. Sorry about that, guys. I was on the phone. That's why I was getting murdered. I had to answer. My dad called me. Okay, so now. Okay, so but yeah, to get back to what it's. Oh my God, dude, my dude. That's it. Oh, where's my great sword? Can I catch this on fire? Nope. Dang it. Oh yeah! I forgot you live in Spain, Nick, huh? Or in Europe to a degree, I guess. Well, that's cool. At least you guys can speak to each other. I could kind of read what he's saying. Been feeling a little bad about it. So not perfect with my Spanish. I'm more of a... I know more in French than Spanish. Yeah, super. I feel you. Dude, that's why I've been... Whoa, I didn't mean to dive. That's why I've been collecting for the Wii U. Is because the Wii U, I see it even more obscure than the Nintendo. I think it's kind of like the Sega Saturn. Like, it's a console that didn't really sell, but just had so many great first-party games on it, you know? Like, Night Stalkers came out on fucking Sega Saturn. You know, that's where Morgana comes from. Not Morgana, not personified, but Morgan, the female succubus. You know, but I just, oh, like a flab dog, I'm on one. Not on one, but like on some coffee. And this lady doesn't want you to step on the flowers. so you do Regali's Gale. Drop it. Oh, shit. Oh, shoot. Shoot. There we go. I just need Bayonetta 2 and Xenoblade Chronicles X. For a complete collection or just what you want? But dude, Bayonetta 2, I have it, and I'm going to tell you this. It's worth it to find the first gen print. I'll probably next stream tell you what it says exactly on the back. But you want the first gen because you get Bayonetta 1 and 2. And it's sick because Bayonetta 1 is like, dude, you can just, I don't know, just having Bayonetta 1 and 2 for Wii U, because that part, you know, having Bayonetta 1 on Wii U, that's going to be the rare game, because there's no physical copy, or not physical copy, but no no case for it. You know what I'm saying? And I get you on what you want. But Chronicles X, oh dude, I would say if you don't make, I'm not sure if you could get games easily or if it costs you an arm and a leg, but I would go with Xenoblade Chronicles X first. If you even try to straight beeline that game, like just only do main quests and enough grinding to get by, you're looking at 80 hours easy, dude. That's what I was on for my quickest time. But you can easily grind 300 hours. You can grind at least 2 to 3 times longer than this game of Zelda. And I mean, if you love JRPGs, dude, it's it's the shit, dude. But then again, like I said, the Bayonetta 2, if you could get the one that has Bayonetta 2 and 1, it's called Bayonetta 2, and you open it, and it's a little floppy disk thing in the middle. And long story short with that, though, is the Bayonetta 1, if you're collecting, will be more rare. You know what I mean? And Bayonetta 2 will be more rare because that was almost a launch title. But Xenoblade, if you're just trying to get your dollar's worth out of something. Oh, a second. I gotta read what you guys are saying. Yeah, Nick, I feel you. Yeah, Bayonetta 1, dude. I think you watched me do Bayonetta 2 all the way through, Nick. Yeah, dude. I could just... Dude, just ban anything by Platinum. Platinum, dude, is just... Oh, my God. You know, I mean... You got Bayonetta, I think Catherine... some other crazy stuff. But, yeah, dude, anything by Platinum, really, is where it's at. Dang it. Okay, so one more. Okie dokie, artichoke. I think we're halfway to another heart for the Master Sword. I fucking whooped it on Bayonetta. Dude, I was surprised I was able to just beat Bayonetta, like, Bayonetta 2, what, like, maybe, I think it's, like, at most, 8 to 9 hours. And, I mean, I really never even, I think that was my first time going all the way through it. I played the first level just to make sure the game worked when I bought it. And, just, test your game when you buy it so you don't, the whole 30-day return thing. But that was the first time, dude, that I got past, like, level 1 of 2 in fucking... Man, yeah, I was glad I did that. But, okay, so now... I know there's 3 shrines, actually, right here. But I'm going to go to right here. And I think right here in this mountain, I could be wrong, but there's a shrine, if I do remember. It's a very well hidden one. Sora. Sword of his friends, right? Or let me just try to... Sora, did you say sword friends? I did not say sword friends, but I could say, I could talk about Sora for a minute. I probably need to slow down when I'm speaking so you have more of my pronunciation's a little more clear, because if English isn't your first language, I can understand. It's like me with French, when they start doing the double vues and double news and you start throwing in fucking some reflexives in there, I start losing it. Okay, so you see along this river, if I keep going, I think at the base of this mountain is a dungeon. Or a shrine, if you want to call it that. I call them dungeons, but technically they're shrines. I think it's further back here, right, where you can't keep going. Yeah, you see how the shrine radar is going off? I believe it's more right over here. If memory serves me right. Yeah, if you don't mind translating for him, Nick, because I can read about 2/3 of what he's saying. You know, like, I'm not the best with Spanish, even though I should be in California. But okay, so now I'm thinking. See, it's like right here. There's the shrine. Right? There should be some... must be even further back. Is there a waterfall back that way? I believe it's this way. Oh, I don't have a Regali's Gale, that's why I'm not... What has the best first-party games? Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo? Oh, dude. I'm probably gonna have to say Nintendo, because I first was a Sony fanboy with the PS1 and PS2, then did 360. So I gave Nintendo the last chance, and it turns out all these games, you know, they're really good. I mean, it's just all these first-party games, you know. They've had 3 or 4 first-party sequels. These games are all pretty dialed in. The problem with Xbox One is that they're focusing way too much on the cross-play platform and all this, when you don't even have any exclusives. I got the Xbox to play Gears, and besides Gears, I really can't tell you what's on the Xbox One that's an exclusive. Maybe Sunset Override, or Sunset Riders, or Overdrivers, or whatever you want to pronounce it. No, I'm going too far out. There's got to be easier shrines. I'll go for another shrine. But I mean, besides 2 games that I can think of off the top of my head, and maybe Fallout 4 on Xbox One is better for mods, because I don't think PS4 has mods ever enabled. Could be wrong, but no, I mean, and then, but what's great about PS4, and the whole reason why I got a PS4 though, was Persona 5. I mean, but then again, if you don't like pure uncut Japan for an exclusive, you're pretty screwed. I mean, I just got an Atlas one called Utawari Rumo no That's all one word. A good 20. It's literally from corner to corner on the case. But that's an Atlas strategy game. It kind of just came out, but you know, I mean, for exclusives, you can't argue at Nintendo. Almost every game that I have for my Wii U is an exclusive. Even their exclusive RPG, you know, by Monolith, Chronicles, is where it's at. What did he just say, Nick? Just so I don't get it wrong. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, God, but those shrines, I know. Fuck. Sorry, guys. It's just, I'm trying to find easy shrines to do real quick. My best bet's probably going to be in Hyrule Field. No, that's going to take forever. Actually, come back here, travel along there. There's a couple. Yeah. I mean, and it's not due to the fact that Nintendo it's all due to the fact that Nintendo, for one, just had the very first very decent reputable platform for games besides you know, the early Ataris, but which they're kind of famous for the crash. So a lot of those good developers were just pretty much shoveled to Nintendo. I mean, who else back in the day? You know, so you really got your hands on almost any programmer back in the day. So they got really lucky, I think, with that. Sure, there was the Sega Master System, but not many consoles came after until the regular Nintendo and the Famicom were fucking chugging along, you know. But then again, I'm going the wrong direction that I want to go. Right here. This is the direction I want to go. Because you see that shrine right there, that orange glow. That's where I'm trying to go. But you know, it's just all right, Nick. I just was making sure that you know, I just wanted to give him a fair shot at understanding him. But if he's just speaking gibberish, then he's speaking jib. Dude, I just had it in my vision. Where is the... Oh, there it is. Is it possible, Nick, that he's speaking more of a Mexican dialect of Spanish? I mean, because you know how languages slightly vary from region to region, even if it's the same. Name the top 10 best video game friends. All right, the top 10, easy. Easy, dog. Alright. Number 1. Probably, I'm gonna have to go with, for number 1. It could be replaceable, but I would go with Fallout. The newer versions. Not the Bethesda Fallouts, not the Interplay Fallouts. The Interplay Fallouts are fun, but they're not the best Fallout. But you go Fallout, then Tales of, you got Valkyria Chronicles, you have your Persona, what, that's like 4 or 5. You definitely your Paper Marios, you know, definitely Zelda's got to fit in there, and I'm at like 6 right now. The spin-offs to Persona, like the Shinigami Tensei, Digital Devil Saga, all those. I count those separately, you know, like spin-offs. Throw those in there. What is it? 2K? That made BioShock, so 2K's BioShocks. The 1 through 3, those are good franchise. I'm at like 8. I get you, Nick. I get you. Well, thanks for trying. What's up, Yoma? Or Yonan? Or sorry, my vision's not that great from a distance. So, guys, this shrine, I believe, is all about stacking cubes. Because the shrines that are just straight in the open are the ones that are really where it's at. If you're trying to just stomp this game real quick. Because they really don't require much thinking. The ones that are hidden that you find, like there's one over here, all the way over here, like right here, I believe. And there's a river that goes here. But you gotta enter a cave like up here and go like, you know, like a rat. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but if it's more in the open, the dungeon, then it's gonna be more simplistic in the, you know, just your answers, because it wasn't hard to get to. Alright, give me 1 second, guys. I gotta really think again. I forget how I did this one before. Oh, here we go. Here's how I did it. And then you bring this one here. And then, I just need a better view on that door. Okay, so let's pull this back. What it is I gotta pull these back a little bit. And then I can see that door that's up there. And I believe use that to stack. Not close enough. Here we go. I think the Switch will sell more if Kingdom Hearts did agree, and I bet more third-party games will be coming out. Yeah, it's dude, basically, if they don't have third-party, it's just gonna be another Wii U. Granted, I love my Wii U, so I mean, you know, you know, it's not that bad, I guess, but. Man, how did I do this before? How did I? Or did I just do this? There we go. There we go. And then let me just make sure these are easy to access. I believe that's it. Oh shit. Okay, here's what I gotta do. I gotta stasis this. Okay, and I need just 2 more. Okay, so guys, I'm thinking maybe just a tower then, if this is just really working out stupid. I remember I did this one like in 10 seconds the first time. I don't know what it is. can't I, why can't I be on this and attach to it? Maybe move this right here. And then go, what? Even top 10 best Wii games are always Mario Kart, Zelda, Smash. Yep, exactly. Even any top Nintendo console bests, like you said, it's always a couple of their first party games. Dude, what the fudge? Like, set that there. Just want to grab that and get this extra quarter inch of height with this door. There we go. Here we go. And then now we would like you to play. We take all these metal objects we can grab and we stack them now. And we stack them. I maybe don't need that one. Fuck! Ah! Oh my god. Yeah, Splatoon is dude, I remember when Splatoon dropped. I had a very conflicted feelings about Splatoon. On one hand, it was a great IP at the when it first came out. But when it first came out, it only had not even ranked mode, not even ranks. It just had Inkfest or Ink Turf War. There we go, not Ink Wars. And I don't know, man. That just at first that turned me off because I didn't know about the whole drip feed plan for drip feeding all the all the levels and hot dogs versus hamburgers. Once that started getting going though, that really made Splatoon my shit. I got almost to level 50 on it, and then I did maybe 1 or 2 S rank battles online before I got dropped. But I never had a crew though on that. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, because I mean, they should make a new Smash for Switch, but also on the other hand, they have like 40 amiibos on Wii U. Like, how you'd have to carry all that over and make a, Yeah, I mean, a port could be possible too, but I just don't think that that's what they're prioritizing. Right now, they were focusing on Metroid because the last Metroid game they dropped for 3DS wasn't even a Metroid game. How everyone freaked out on Federation Forces or whatever. Now they're releasing that new 2.5 one. Oh god. I know there's. I just need one more, right? Inventory. Yeah, just one more shrine. So I think there's a shrine there, but there's I know there's a shrine right here. I know there's a shrine here. Maybe I can see a shrine from Ruta. Yeah, Sakura's done. And you see, one thing that would be dope, I think that would be a good game on the Switch that they don't really try to get, is all those Naruto Ultimate Fightings and stuff. I mean, I figure if you're going to have a Switch in a very Nintendo-based company, you're going to like at least some sort of anime-based game. Okay, so right now, blue, but I need to look this way. Let's see, can I see, let me know if you guys see any shrines that I missed too. They're usually glowing orange if you haven't completed them. They'll be blue if you have, which is a problem for me. 'Cause I know there's one I can do, but it requires me to catch a moose, or yeah, I think Metroid Prime 4, Nintendo has a habit of releasing HD, oh there we go, HD remakes of shizzle before they give it to you. They're very good at like hinting at they're gonna, you know what I mean? So like, it was pretty obvious that they were getting close to having Breath of the Wild come out when they first released Wind Waker, then Twilight Princess, but then Twilight Princess was an amiibo combo to even further tie you over, or, you know, and I just was expecting Skyward Sword than this, but they kind of just jumped the gun with this because they were jumping the gun with the Switch. But then again, the only reason why they jumped the gun so early with the Switch is because they, it was the, what is it called, the first quarter? Link, get up! You know, the business quarter was up. So the date that the Switch came out has been very speculated to be one of the end of Nintendo's quarters, because the quarter beforehand they had so much profit, and then they're, you know, that was going up, so they wanted trends to go up for stakeholders or stakeholders or stockholders, depending on what you buy. And OT Majora's Mask on 3D. Yeah, and then they also did the same thing with those 3DS. You know what I'm saying. They do a lot of HD remakes of. So I feel like they would do. I think they had 1 and 2 on Wii together, or Metroids 1, 2, and 3 together. I could be totally tripping balls, but I could remember on Wii there was like a Metroid that had the primes, I think all the primes on it. Here's another one. Okay, there's 2 dungeons marked up, so if one of them's a difficult one from what I can recall, I'll skip it and go to that one. But I'm trying to go to right there. Yeah, the Metroid Prime trilogy. You know, I think they're gonna re-release that again because of how high the value is on that. And I think that's another reason why they do these re-releases. It's they know people do full value for at least Nintendo games. Like, they know someone who's played Zelda loves Zelda like a lot, and they're gonna rebuy it for fucking another $60, the same game almost, for almost no much more coding and all that. Very minimal, you know, but big return on your profit. And I think that they do that to fund the title that they're doing at the moment. So like, I think they were funding Breath of the Wild when they dropped these HDs. You know, they took probably a percentage of those sales and rolled them back into this. And I think, so like, I think when they're starting to work on Prime 4 at least, they're gonna at least re-release a couple Metroids that they already have, make them look prettier. But then again, you can take almost half of that money, and instead of paying a staff to make that game, you can roll that into this next game you're working on. And then on top of all these amiibos and side games. But once again, I could just be rambling. Whoa! Okay, this one, let me try to recollect what I gotta do in this one. Wow, a little too quick. If they remake Metroid Prime Trilogy, re-release it, will they completely miss Federation Force? It is still a Prime title, I guess. Yeah, I would feel that they would not re-release Federation Force from how much hatred when Federation Force came out. I don't know about you, but Federation Force, from anyone I met, did it for the co-op play, but then when they realized none of them were Samus, I mean, it pretty much wasn't, you know what I mean? Even though lore-wise and story-wise, yeah. You know, but, okay, so wait, I gotta do is scoop one of these dogs up, set them up there, and then drop this on it. Here we go. And then there's a guardian on the other side. Nope. That's the end of this dungeon. Cool. Cool. Now, I'm gonna go back to Kakariko Village, get another heart. And then, hopefully we can pull this Master Sword out. Because then, that would be a very good stopping point for now. I mean, I want to keep streaming, but I know I have some appointments I've set beforehand. Didn't expect to go this long. Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, did any of you guys play Federation Force? I mean, I never personally purchased it, but it never. I mean, it really didn't jive with me. I don't know. I mean, did any of you guys play Federation Force? I mean, never. Oh. Heart container, yes. I believe that should be enough. I'm hoping this is enough to get, because technically you don't need the Master Sword, but it just makes the fight that much more traditional and easier though. I think, no, I don't think number 1 will come to the Switch, but I think if Bayonetta 3 drops, they might do like what they did with Bayonetta 2 and do a first print Bayonetta 2 and 3, because Bayonetta 3 is going to be an exclusive, and it's already been stated that they want to create another Bayonetta. But Bayonetta 3, I think it would be a combo pack of 2 and 3, and you know what I mean, just same thing as 1 and 2 was, but just on the Switch, because you know that's one title that can swing some buys. I didn't know a Wii U existed until Bayonetta 2. You know, I was like, what the fuck's a Wii U? Because I just got the stupid what was it? That little more accurate sensor you put in the Wii chuck. Whoa. Ho ho ho. I need to pick me up Bayonetta's amiibo. Google. How many hearts for Breath of the Wild Master Sword? Thought it was 12. Minimum of 13. So I need 13 containers. How many do I have? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my god. I need one more, guys. I need one more. So I'm gonna grab this Coco, or Cuckoo, because it reminds me of my chickens that I just made a coop for. But I think, guys, I'm gonna have to end this stream right here. Later tonight, about 6ish, I'm gonna start playing Fallout 4 streaming. But yeah, thanks for watching. But yeah, I have to get going. I have a doctor's appointment. But subscribe, and then I'll make an event for what's gonna happen. But until next time, guys, you beat your chickens till they wage war. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching and being so chattative. Really helps. I know, I'm sorry, Nick. But I gotta go to the doctor. But thanks again. Next stream, I'll get 1 heart and I'll get the Master Sword. So the next Zelda stream, I'm for sure getting to Ganon and killing Ganon. And Breath of the Wild's done. Unless you guys want me to do 120 shrines or Breath of the Wild, show you some tips and tricks.